Hello student, I am Mrs. Harsha Dhape from Praveen Patel Polytechnic, Bhainder. Today we are going to study next part of our chapter 3, that is testing and test documentation. Learning outcomes of these videos are: after watching this video, you will be able to know about testing and test documentation. First of all, let's see what do you mean by testing. Meaning and definition of testing is: software testing is an activity performed to uncover errors. It is a critical element of software quality assurance and represents the ultimate review of specification, design and coding. The purpose of software testing is to ensure whether the software functions appear to be working according to the specifications and performance requirement. The next, we'll see the goals of testing. The testing goals are, it is a process of executing a program with the intent of finding an error. Second goal is, a good test case is one that has high probability of finding an undiscovered error. Third goal is, a successful test is one that uncovers an undiscovered error. The next, we'll see the testing principles. There are some testing principles that all tests should be traceable to customer requirement. Tests should be planned long before testing begins. Testing should begin in the small and progress towards testing in the large. Then we'll see some types of testing: black box and white box testing. Black box testing, it is also called as behavioral testing. In this, program knowledge is not required. Input-output events and requirement. Black box testing methods focus on the functional requirement of the software. Test sets are derived that fully exercise all functional requirements. The black box testing is not an alternative to white box testing, and it uncovers different class of errors than white box testing. Objectives of black box testing uncovers the following errors. First, incorrect or missing function, interface error, errors in data structure, performance error, and initialization or termination errors. The next, we'll see the white box testing. In white box testing, the procedural details are closely examined. Here, the internal structure is studied. In this testing, the internals of software are tested to make sure that they operate according to specifications and design. Here, mainly the code testing will take place. The objectives of white box testing is, the major focus of this particular testing is on internal structures, logic paths, control flows, data flows, internal data structure, conditions and loops. The main difference between black box and white box testing is that black box testing is functionality, it will check the functionality, and white box testing, it will check the internal structure, that is a code, program visibility. Then we will see some level of testing. First, the unit testing, then integration testing, validation testing and system testing. We begin by testing in the small and move towards testing in the large. Unit testing, in this type of testing, the testing techniques are applied to detect errors from each software component individually. Integration testing, in integration testing, it mainly focuses on issues associated with verification and program construction as components begin interacting with one another. Validation testing, it provides assurance that the software validation criteria meets all functional, behavioral, and performance requirements. System testing, in system testing, all system elements forming the system is tested as a whole. Then, for you, unit testing studies in detail. There are some test strategies that unit testing will test the code, integration testing, it will test the design, validation testing, it will test the requirements, and system testing, it will deal with the system engineering. Testing, strategy, just see unit testing. In unit testing, the individual components are tested independently to ensure their quality. The focus is to uncover the errors in design and implementation. The various tests that are conducted during the unit test are: first, module interfaces are tested for proper information flow in and out of the program. Second, local data are examined to ensure that integrity is maintained. Third, boundary conditions are tested to ensure that module operates properly and boundaries established to limit or restrict processing. Fourth, all the independent paths are tested for ensuring that all statements in module have been executed only once. This is all about the unit testing. And next, we'll move towards our next topic, that is test documentation. Test documentation. Here we have to first consider test case template. Here on a screen you can see the test case template. Test cases are used to determine the presence of fault in the program. Sometimes, even if there is some fault in a program, the correct output can be obtained for some input. Hence, it is necessary to exercise those set of inputs for which fault can be exposed of. Executing test cases requires money because machine time is required to execute test cases. Human efforts are involved in executing test cases. Hence, in the project testing, minimum number of test cases should be there as far as possible. Then, the testing activity should involve two goals. First, to maximize the number of errors detected. Second, to minimize the number of test cases. The selection of test case should be such that faulty module or program segment must be exercised by at least one test case. Selection of test case is determined by some criteria, which is called as test selection criteria. Hence, the test selection criteria can be defined as the set of conditions that must be satisfied by the set of test cases. Testing criteria are based on two functional properties, reliability and validity. The test criteria is reliable if all the test cases detect same set of errors. Then we can see some preconditions. Test case specification record the result of the testing. The condition used for testing particular unit, it also specifies the expected test result. It records the outcome of test, that is pass or fail. The sample structure of test case given. First, this is the test case ID, then the test case name, then test case description, then test steps, step, then expected, what you expected and what you got actual, then test case status, is pass or fail, then test priority and defect. This is the precondition. The next is the test plan. Test plan is not a static document. It certificates generated during the development. The main purpose of test planning is to describe the product test and to establish the standard in testing process. Then we'll see introduction to defect reports. And then test summary reports. Test inside this test documentation. First is a test plan, then introduction to defect reports, and then test summary report. That will study in next video. Thank you for watching.